Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Dropping Dimes pod. Today is a very happy day in Dropping Dimes small history because your host, Michael Delps, Washington Wizards have won the lottery. Hell yeah. Hallelujah. Uh, Doug's back with me.
What's up, everybody? Congratulations on your pick. Y'all got the number one pick now. See what y'all gonna
Thank
do with it.
you. That's a good question. I'm wearing my John Wall Wizards jersey. It's from back in the day. It's a little tight fitted, but in honor of him being at the draft, getting my hometown team. You won't hear me talking much about them previously because they're basically never in the playoffs. I think they've had maybe 4 or 5 successful years in my entire life and never made the conference finals, never made 50 wins. And now they might be able to get a superstar, a Doug. What do you think? Are they going to get a superstar?
Yeah, man. I really feel like they're gonna take AJ with that first round pick. He's gonna play small forward for him. They already got two bigs. They don't need. They already got Trey as a point. So all they needed was somebody that's gonna play the role and get some buckets for him because he's definitely
Listen,
gonna look good in defense.
I got to say something right from the jump, Doug. Like I give two S's about anybody they got on their team. They need to pick the best player available. I don't. None of these guys, all these guys they got on the team are expendable. They should not choose for fit. I don't think so, man. If there's some guy, if Darren Peterson's Kobe Bryant, get him. If AJ DeBonsa's LeBron or whatever, just get the best guy they can. That's my
I
feeling.
mean, AJ has dropped a couple of games where he had like over 30 points, 40 points. I mean, I feel like that would be y'all best bet for y'all. A score, he's an all around scorer. So yeah, he fits in perfectly fine.
Yeah, I mean, I saw a few of his games in the tourney, and wow, he just pops like his athleticism. He just looks bigger, stronger, better,
Hmm.
more athletic than everyone there. I mean, I think would be he'd be high ceiling, do it all. Yeah, I'd love to have this guy,
If the
and I
Wizards
hope
might
the
get the
Wizards
top
don't
finally,
screw it up.
and they might get the might get up there. You never know, man. I mean, with that pick, make a whole difference. And then having Trey Young there giving him assists, and that's all Trey Young has to do, really. Pass the ball to the big.
You like Trey Young?
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
yeah.
He's
You think he's
it's just
okay?
it's just the fact that he's short. That's the only thing they give him so much bad credit on. He can't play defense. They hound him for not playing defense and everything. So
Right.
but I mean, he can score. He can get a double double with no problem. Like, and with the team that they got, and the Wizards got a young team, so they still can run it. And then with AD, they're still, if as long as he doesn't get hurt, he don't have to do too much. Let the young ones do all the work. He's just there for present. That's all he needs to do. That's all AD needs to do when he playing with this team. But you can think about it
God,
too. You see what
I
Mark
don't even
Cuban
care
said
about the
about
veterans either. Not part of my speech. I
hey,
don't care about the
hey,
veterans they got
you
either.
see
Just
you
get
see
the
what
best player, man.
you see what Mark Cuban said about Anthony Davis.
Uh oh. Oh, what do you say?
He
Lay it
said
on
every
us.
time he said every time AD get traded, somebody get number one draft pick.
Wait a second. Oh my God. You're right. Oh man, he's like some kind of lucky charm. I should be wearing
Hmm.
an AD jersey.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, they might need
That's
to keep him. They might need to keep him.
yeah, maybe they can keep getting these picks, Who knows if Dallas had just kept him, maybe they'd have had
Yeah,
2 in a row.
they probably had two in a row.
Well, actually,
Exactly.
the lottery is going to change a lot, man. They adopted my system, so
Yeah, yeah. So it's
this
gonna
is
be interesting.
the Wizards got the last chance at getting this 14% to get top picks and
Yeah,
52% to get the top four.
yeah.
This taking isn't going to work for teams as well anymore.
And then Utah was number two, and then Utah was number two. So that
And
plays a
Utah,
part.
your lottery karma winner, got number 2, so good for them. I think though. I think they really. I think AJ DeBonsa, who plays at BYU, he really wanted them to get number 1 though, because the look on his face when
He was surprised. He was surprised.
that
He
wasn't
was
a
like,
good look. It wasn't a good look when the Wizards won the
"Oh
first
man,
pick. Nah,
you
but you
think
know
they
what,
might
AJ,
trade?"
you're gonna. Well, man, that's what some of the chatter's about, man. So there's some chatter about, Utah's got a lot of assets from all the amazing players that are still playing in the NBA playoffs right now that they traded, and there's some talk about swapping the 2 for 1, maybe throw in some draft picks. I would say if Doug Darren Peterson is that good, and if he's worth it, you can consider that. To me, the dude seems to have barely played in college. Like
Yeah,
he's
injuries.
complaining that creatine was the problem. I don't know, man. This guy scares me a little bit, but apparently the
Yeah,
tape on him in high school was amazing. He didn't have any assists. He kind of played 2 guard in at
yeah,
Kansas.
yeah,
But apparently his high school tape's amazing. He was a huge distributor in high school and stuff.
yeah. They
Uh,
got him as a point guard, but I see him as a shooting guard. Really, that's why I see him as a
yeah.
shooting guard. But I don't know if that does happen in the trade between Utah and the Wizards. That would probably be interesting. I feel like they would probably give them a player too. Far as man, I think they would probably give their small forward.
Oh, Ace Bailey.
No, no, no,
So
not
you
Ace,
think,
not Ace, not Ace. The other the veteran,
yeah, Larry Markkinen?
Larry. Yeah, he would fit
Uh,
in. They would give y'all that too because they're trying to get rid of him. They've been trying to get rid of him, and I just feel like they probably would
yeah.
do it because he's a small
Larry
forward
Markkinen's
technically.
getting paid $46 million, and not even did he even make the All Star team? Like I don't know
Nah,
that
he didn't make it,
I don't
or
know
did he?
that
No, did
Larry
he? Did
Markkinen is
no, he didn't
necessarily
make
an
it.
asset with that contract. Yeah, okay, interesting. I don't think I would do that if I was the Wizards. I would get AJ
AJ,
Bonza. He just blew me away with his athleticism and everything. I
he'll fit in. He'll
feel
fit
like
in
this,
real fine with
yeah,
them. I feel like he
he just
fits in
can't
better with them.
miss.
Yeah,
No
they're
ceiling.
gonna be tall. They're gonna have a tall lineup though with them. Only person that's gonna be short is Trey. So it's like they're gonna have a tall lineup other than just having Trey on there.
Yeah, well, let's talk some more about the other prospects and other picks. So we got Utah, got the second, and who? So let's say AJ's off the board. Who should they take in your mind?
For Utah,
Yeah.
they'll have to get Peterson. I see they get him, and then they have a shooting guard and small forward and a guard to help along with their bigs that they have.
All right. And then Memphis. Memphis got a third pick. Good for
Yeah,
them. Seems like maybe Cam Boozer would fit in pretty well there. He
yeah.
seems like
I
a
s-
Memphis type.
yeah, I see that too. But they might take Caleb from North Carolina too. It just depends.
Uh,
But as of right now, he had hurt his hand, but he's been working out lately, so he's getting back in shape and everything. But if they want to score, a elite score, they probably gonna want to take Wilson.
we know that it's not like you're biased or anything, but it sounds like you like Caleb Wilson more than Cam Boozer.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, when they played against each other, they both went at each other real good, and Caleb got the best of that first one. They didn't get to play a second time because he got hurt. So, but they
So
played
Caleb
advantage.
Wilson, he's more of like super athlete, maybe like KG style,
Yeah, yes,
and Cam Boozer's
just like
more
his
like his
dad.
dad, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but not as aggressive as his dad though. His dad was a dog though.
Yeah, his dad would he'd beast some guys. Boozer's not quite that thick, his son, but maybe he grows into that
Yeah.
frame. Yeah, I don't know too much about Caleb Wilson except that he's quite the athlete.
Mhm.
But you saw him play more. Do you think like, is, what kind of NBA person would you project him as?
I would compare him to a KG. I definitely would. Because I mean, he
Really?
he he has that he has the athleticism to shoot out and be aggressive on defense. Like he doesn't just shy away from anything. So I mean, he's jumping with the big ones. And the guys that are taller than him, he's still getting up over him. Plays real good defense. So he's aggressive. He's very aggressive,
Okay,
and
but
he's not
KG
shy.
was also like he had an awesome jumper.
Yeah, and he got
He
that.
was
He definitely
had
has
one of the
that.
best two. Caleb Wilson has that too. You're saying?
Yeah. Yep. Inside and outside
All
game. He has an inside and outside game. So
right, and well, I mean, so yeah, maybe that guy should get picked against Cam Boozer because
yeah,
I think Cam
he might go to the Bulls.
Boozer might be good, but yeah, the Bulls, yeah, that kind of makes sense. I could see that.
Hmm.
Okay, well, let's put Cam Boozer on the Bulls, Caleb Wilson on the Grizz, and
No,
that leaves the Indiana Pacers. Oh
no, it ain't.
wait, the
No, it ain't.
Pacers. Wait, I don't see the Pacers here, man. What happened? Wait.
They lost it.
Oh,
They lost it.
they lost that pick.
They lost that
My
pick.
God,
Terrible.
what
Terrible.
idiots!
They didn't do the top pick. They didn't do the top
What
five.
the
They did
heck,
not do
man?
top five. They didn't do top
They have
five. They
this
did top four.
horrific injury, and they trade out. They trade the pick for Ivica Zubac, who's like on the downside of his career, and they get it 5 through 9 protected. So they had a 50% chance, 52% chance of getting a top 4 pick. And they're like, oh, we're good. Listen, America, why don't you take out a coin, call heads or tails, and flip it? That's basically their chances of keeping that pick. And they did it all on a coin flip. In the year when like they went to the NBA finals, it's an amazing draft. Like even, I mean, it's not just a top 4 draft, right, Doug? I mean, there's these guys 5 through 8 can all play, and they trade they didn't have to trade the pick for this year. What are they doing? And they've traded Mathurin. I mean, they probably traded the best player in the trade and
Yeah.
their draft pick. Oh man, I don't feel sorry for them. They
And
did
the
not,
crazy thing too. The crazy thing
yeah.
about that, the Clippers didn't have a pick. They didn't have a pick because they traded theirs, and that was with OKC. So
Right,
they
that's
wasn't
the
gonna have a pick.
OKC pick.
Yeah, so they wasn't gonna
Man,
have a pick this year. Now it was supposed to be the Clippers not having a pick. Now it's Indiana don't have a pick now.
great job by the Clippers and amazing. They got the best possible pick they could get.
Clippers won that
And
draft. That's won that trade too. They won that trade too.
for sure. They won it
Got rid of
now,
Zubac
yeah.
for somebody else for a top pick.
These guys need to play some more dice games or something, man. You know you wouldn't
They
trade
gamble. They
you
gambled
don't trade
hard,
that
and
on a
it
coin
hurts.
flip, man.
That
Sorry,
hurts.
Indiana
That
fans.
hurts. And we was talking about them
Well,
too. We said we was hoping they had some luck, but it didn't happen.
that's right. We were trying to give them the karma, but stupid trade, man. Came back to bite them. Well, that's the way cookie crumbles, man. Sometimes, who do you think they should take, the Clippers?
There's a guard that plays at uh, Illinois, and he's like 6'6", and he's real good. I feel like they probably
Yeah.
need another guard since they got Garland, and they're gonna need a two guard, a score. They might trade
Yeah.
Kawhi too, so you never know what they might do with their team.
Yeah, so you're talking about Keaton Wagler. Yeah, Illinois made a deep tourney run, and yeah, this guy was awesome. He could get to the hole and pass and stuff. I would still go for Stojakovic, but it might
He's
be a
still going
little
back. He
biased.
going back. He going back to school.
Yeah, he's going back to school.
Yeah, he's
Interesting
going back.
because he was so skilled. I'm a little biased because he played for Cal the year
Yeah,
before,
yeah,
and he's definitely got a good pedigree though, man. His
yeah.
father could shoot the
At,
lights out.
at Wagner, he did a Penny Hardaway move too in the tournament too. I seen.
What's a Penny Hardaway move, Doug?
I,
Tell the listeners.
a Penny Hardaway move is the step. Oh, it's a little two-step dance to where they spin around and go shoots a three. It's kind of hard to see. I have to show it to you on a video. On the next time we do it, we can show the video of the Penny Hardaway move.
All right, we'll
I
get
got you.
that for you, everybody. You're gonna have to check out the YouTube channel for that one. Yeah, Keaton Wagler seems like a lot of people are putting him in that 5th spot. Wait a second. Illinois. That's pretty close to Indiana. Oh well.
Yeah,
But they already have a pretty good guard there in Indiana. But any other sort of draft picks, Doug, that you want to highlight, or maybe we can do a deeper dive later on.
yeah. I feel like I
Obviously,
mean,
there's Darius Acuff. A lot of people, have been talking about him. He's like
yeah,
he's short. He's kind
yeah.
of a super get to the rim, Allen
hmm
Iverson style type of
They call him
guard.
Marbury. They call him Stephon Marbury type of guard.
Marbury, yeah.
Yeah, he might go to
To
Brooklyn. I
me,
can see him.
yeah, yeah. I think he'd be exciting. He'd score some points. I feel like these small type of guards are kind of getting out of favor in the NBA these days.
hmm
Um, but I don't know.
They don't see. They don't see it no more. They see just tall players. That's all they see. Tall players.
Yeah, but he can definitely run the pick and roll. Yeah, so I think it's whether to me it's a little bit whether he plays within himself, or it's just like trying to score at by all means necessary. I mean that can in my mind that can get you only so far. Like that's not going to get you an
Right.
NBA championship. I guess is
Right.
what I'm saying. But
Yeah.
might get you a deep playoff run. Trey did it a few years ago with Atlanta.
You never know.
And then I just got to shout out Yaxel Lindeborg from Michigan. My Michigan Wolverines. I say mine because I lived in Ann Arbor for 10 years and my wife's a huge fan. But yeah, this guy, I think he's like 42 years old or something, but he can play. Oh, no, 24. Sorry. Maybe I reversed the numbers. Yeah, he's pretty old. I'm reading this one draft guy. They're like, it's geriatric by prospect standards.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
But apparently he's just kind of won and elevated anywhere he's gone.
hmm So he'll
I
be
don't
ready.
know. Do
He'll
you
be
have any
ready
thoughts?
coming in the league. Yeah, he'll be ready when he come in the league. Though he'll be very mature and seasoned, so he'll know his role and know what needs to be doing. Needs to be done to win a championship. But I think they might have him going to Oklahoma. Okay,
Yeah. I think there's teams that can use a power forward scorer. I think
yeah,
there's a lot that's kind of missing in these playoffs a little bit.
yeah,
We got like Julius Randle. I think if you call Cat a center, yeah, I
yeah.
guess
He
Chet.
was a power
Chet.
forward at one point.
Yeah, that's true. I guess Chet scores a bit. Just trying to think of like the other power forwards out there because we got a couple coming in with Caleb Wilson, Cam Boozer, and Lindeborg.
Got a good amount. Definitely
You
gonna
got
see how
any
it changed the game.
other draft thoughts, Doug?
Uh, Not that I could think of, Hornets got to 14, so they got a ways back. So they just got to get the best player available. That's what I think that they got to do. Just to get the best player available.
Yeah, maybe they'll get. Well, they already got Kalkbrenner, but they got like a Dave Mara, who's like a 7'3" guy from Michigan, another
Uh,
Michigan guy. Very tall and can block some shots. He might. He's kind of slated in that range, but and they do need. We were talking about that they do need some size, so I don't know. Maybe that's an
Might get
option.
somebody big. They could get somebody big.
Yeah. But to me, they could use a guy like a Lindeborg, somebody, somebody they could, kind of throw it into the post.
Right. That's gonna score. That's gonna be scoring,
Yeah,
and that's gonna be aggressive on defense too.
yeah. All right, man. Well, congratulations to the Washington Wizards, man. All right, I'll tell a little personal story. Yesterday was Mother's Day, and I'm I was producing yesterday's pod, and so we had to take my wife out for lunch. It was a late lunch. The service was terrible. God, it kept going on and on. I'm like, oh my God, take our order. And I got back home right at 3 o'clock. And I'm like, okay, I can still watch the NBA draft, but they aren't actually going to start the thing. I need to grab some steaks for my wife. I'm going to cook her steak. That's what she wanted for dinner for Mother's Day. So I'm like, okay, just going to go to the store, grab some steaks. By the time I get back, the draft is over and I missed it, man. I missed the Wizards' shining moment.
Must be a long line at the grocery store.
I don't know, man. I don't know what I was thinking. Took too long though. Anyway, let's move on, Doug, and let's talk about the games yesterday, man. We have our first NBA conference finalist has taken with the New York Knicks. They swept the 76ers. Just ran them out of the gym, man. Holy. For the listeners, Doug's holding a broom. I love it, Doug. What's your thoughts on this one
Oh
and this
man,
series?
hey, they had OG out. They ain't have to worry about it, and no doubt.
Didn't good arrive, yeah. It
It
didn't
was
matter
over.
at all,
It
man.
was over. It was ridiculous. Like I mean, hey, the Knicks is really showing their true colors now. They really are playing well. Everybody had a good game yesterday, and I definitely was just like in awe. Like, oh man, I was expecting Philly to at least get one, but they did get swept. Like it was bad. It was bad, and there was so many New York fans again in Philly making uproar and everything. They was
Yeah, man,
ridiculous.
they really are. Yeah, that's man.
All I know is if New York wins the championship, everybody from New York or in New York or all over the U.S., you ain't gonna be able to tell them nothing. You're not gonna be able to tell them nothing because they won the cup and the championship. Yeah, you're not gonna be able to tell them nothing. They're the best team in the world. That's what they're gonna say. And I don't know how I'm gonna
Well,
feel
they're
about that.
playing like it right now, man. I mean, they're absolutely blitzing teams. This is another 30-point
Yes,
win.
yes,
I mean, wow.
it was
I
ridiculous.
think my buddy Mark was highlighting it yesterday. Coach Brown, the vision's coming together, and they're destroying teams. 76ers just they 76ers who beat Boston. Boston was like a lot of people picked Boston, right? To
Yeah,
go
yeah,
to
we
go to the
did,
finals.
we
Hell
did.
no, I did not. Maybe you did though. I picked the Knicks.
But I'm
Don't
talking about
be
in that
putting
first
that on
game.
me.
I'm talking about in the first game. I'm talking about the first game. We thought they was gonna win that first series, but
Oh yeah, of course.
yeah,
And
so
like the Sixers beat them. We're looking good in the Knicks. Oh man. It didn't matter.
it was
Embiid, no Embiid. It was all well, they did the best actually without Embiid.
that's crazy. Embiid
Yeah.
had now he played. He was 8 for 8. It just wasn't enough.
Oh my god, he was 8 for 8. Wow. Oh man. I think though, my guess is that some of those 25 threes that the Knicks hit, a record, apparently a playoff record.
Yeah, everybody was hit.
My guess is some of those had to do with, the fact that Embiid is playing and drop and not can't be guarding those 3-point shooters at the line.
It might be, Towns hit two of them too. So yeah, that could be. All I know is New York played everybody on the bench, and that made a big difference too. I mean, it's gonna be once the next they find out who they playing against next. I don't know. I'm scared to see if they're gonna beat them by 30.
I mean, the way they're playing now, I could see it, man.
They might. Hey, they might. It might be
Yeah.
New York's time. It might be New York's time to win.
I mean, it's been long enough. Like, yeah. It's been since like 1972 or something.
Hey, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting.
50
I might have to
plus
go to the
years.
parade though. I might have to go to the parade though.
Oh
Just to see
yeah?
how crazy it is. Just to see how crazy it will get. Like, see how crazy are they up there in New York.
Man,
I
I
think I
think,
might have to try that.
they love
I think I
that
might have to try
team.
it.
Yeah. All right,
Might
man. I
have to
think
try
you're getting
it.
a little bit ahead of yourself. A little bit ahead of yourself. There's some pretty darn good teams in the Western Conference, man. But yeah, they're looking good, and Detroit swept them this year. So
Yeah,
we might be getting ahead of ourselves a little bit much, but wow, man, Jalen Brunson's just like on fire.
yeah, he
Man,
has been.
Miles McBride had 25 points. Shoot,
Yep. He took over too.
yeah,
Yeah, he had his fun. He had his fun with the team too. So it was a lot. There was a lot going on with them. Like,
yeah. They hit 7 of 8 threes to start the game, but I gotta admit, I peaced out after that, man.
Heard too many
I
New
was
York
like,
crowd hype.
this one is over. Yeah, yeah, the old New York crowd's there. Yeah, it's not even a real home game for the Phillies.
Yeah, it's not. Definitely not. I
Paul
don't know what
George
it
with
is.
7 points, man.
Yeah.
My buddy Mark was saying that what they did do is kind of their defensive strategy. I think was to maybe load up a bit on Maxi, kind of surround him a little bit, and then
Around
Maxi
them
just kind of
guards.
dribbles and dribbles and just over dribbles. And I did tune in a little bit to notice that kind of was the case. I know he's your left-handed man,
Oh no,
so
he right-handed. He
you know
right-handed.
Maxi is.
Max, yeah,
Oh
Max is left-handed. It's
shoot,
Kelly
okay.
Oubre. It's Kelly Oubre. Kelly Oubre.
My bad. My bad. I think Max, you can shoot with both hands, so it screwed me up.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. Have you know like my buddy Mark was saying that he like over dribbles. Have you noticed that?
yeah. I mean, and then if you look at it too with New York strategy, they had McBride, like you said, he played. So he's another guard that's quick too. So he's going to play a little bit more aggressive defense. And then you got Hart and Britt and Brunson. So it's a lot going on that's going to be able to keep up compared to having another big out there or having OG out there because it's going to be keeping him confused and trying to keep up and try to score, but he's not going to be able to break down how he wants to because it's going to be somebody else guard him. So yeah, he took a lot of
Somebody
extra.
else quick, you mean?
Yeah, yeah. So if somebody else quick on him, you can't break down the defense how you want to. So somebody keeping up with you, it's going to be harder. Get your get your points how you want to. So and that's why, as you can see, they were 6 for 16, and VJ was 4 for 14. So it was like none of their shots was falling because they had to play extra defense on offense. So New York was just shooting them out of the game, and just playing aggressive. So couldn't do nothing with it.
Yeah. Well, impressive that they just still kept trucking along without Anunoby. And any other thoughts on this series?
Nope,
All
not
right,
at
let's
all.
move on to the T Wolves. Just to get the brew. Let's move on to that T Wolves series. Oh my gosh, Victor Wembanyama gets thrown out of the game. So with happened, I was like, oh, he's gonna get ejected. He's gonna get a flagrant 2, man. He just wound up. He just wound up and just whacked Nas Reed with his elbow. Man, Nas Reed got hit by his elbow. He got hit by somebody else's shoulder. Nas Reed was just getting
Getting beat
attacked
down.
by everybody, man.
Hmm.
But he was still like kept coming back and kept scoring. Love Nas Reed, but yeah, the highlight is that Wimby went out, and you know what? The Spurs just kept on shooting. They kept on killing it. They had the lead a lot of the game. This one kind of came down to the fourth quarter, and one thing is that with Wimby out, Randall was a lot more aggressive. You could tell right away. The announcers were on this too. He wasn't scared like in game 3 to take it to the hole. And, I've been calling for Ant-Man to kind of step up. And in the fourth, he did have 14 points. It's midway through the fourth. He hit a big 3 with about 5 minutes left. And he barely touched the ball after that, except to like call a timeout while he was like falling across the
Half court
backcourt
line.
line. I think, and I think they were doubling him, in his defense. But there was just like 5 straight possessions with McDaniels taking the ball up. I'm like, where is he? He kind of like Anthony Edwards. He's not like Dwayne Wade or Michael Jordan, that is kind of taking over every shot at the end of those games. And again, it happened again. I don't know. Do you have any thoughts on that, Doug?
Yeah, I mean, the reason why most of the time they were double teaming Anthony. That like you said, they were double teaming every time he would get the ball, and they were pressuring him, so they had to force the ball away from him because like you said, the last few minutes he brought him back and won the game. Like, I mean, that's all he needs, and they should have kept that momentum, but after certain calls were going through, that messed with their play and missing shots too. So some of the shots they started missing with San Antonio because it was like you said, San Antonio was beating them in the before the fourth quarter. Like Harper and Fox was just giving work, mismatching and having just going back and forth, just taking turns.
Fox looked
And
good. He's a
yeah,
lefty, right?
yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Harper, both of them, Fox and Harper. So both lefties was just taking
Yeah,
over.
Harper looked good too. Yeah.
Yeah, they both were taking over it and just finding spots and getting their space and shooting mid range. So they was definitely getting that, and then they fell off of it and wasn't consistent with it. So once they changed that up, they Minnesota found ways to break it down. Like you said, Randall started being aggressive and finding Rudy Gobert for the couple of scores and
Yeah,
everything.
a
And
couple
Nas
big
Reed had
dunks
one
there.
too. Nas Reed had one too. One no look pass down to Rudy and got the and one. And that right there, it made a big difference. And and then they had to change their defense up, and that's what opened
He
up
also got a
the tempo.
huge offensive rebound. Nas Reed did.
Yeah, yeah, it sure did.
He
Yeah,
is
it sure
so
did.
good, man. I'm like, sometimes I'm like, is he the best player in the NBA?
Yeah,
I know
hey,
he's not,
he
but
he's a good role player though. He played his role well though.
I mean, I don't know, man. He just seems like a star to me. He's just so huge and so like fast and skilled. Like, wow, I love Nas Reed.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
man, he
he's a
was
defensive
getting
hooper.
beat the hell up in that game, and he was
Yeah,
still kept coming.
yeah. I think if Wemby would have never elbowed him, this game probably would have been a little bit closer, and it probably would have went in the Spurs' favor. But like you said, it just Wemby changes the game, and like Daniel said, if he's gone, you got to take advantage of that because with him on the court, he's long. He can run down the court with no problems and block shots or make defenders, have issues. But when he's out, you got to take advantage of it. And like I said, once they gave Randall the ball, he got a little bit aggressive and start scoring, and then also passing to Rudy Gobert, and then Nas got into rebounds and everything, so it helped out. But like you said, at the end, it was Ant-Man time. So he ended the game and took over, and he had 36 points.
He he got a 3 at the end, but it was a little dicey at the end there. The
Yeah.
game was like game got down to like a one-score game because well, they threw it into Dosunmu, and Dosunmu, they trapped him right away,
Yeah.
right by the baseline, and
And he
he
stole
lost
it,
the ball.
and they scored.
And then on the very next possession, again, they almost got the ball. But Dosunmu, they had to throw it down, so he had to call timeout. There's like it was hard to tell because they didn't have the shot clock. Shot clock was off, but I think there was 7 seconds left where they called timeout, and then so then they have 1 second basically to get it across the timeline, right? So
Right.
they take it and just threw this like football pass all the way to Dosunmu. Dosunmu like jumps over a guy, like somehow misses the ball, and then dude, he did like a hacky sack move where he like kicks it
Yep.
behind
Picks
to
it up.
keep the ball from going out of bounds, man.
Mhm.
That was like something I would do like in the courtyard in
And
college
he
playing
was so
hacky
lucky.
sack.
He was
That
so
was
lucky on
oh
that
my
play.
god. And I think actually it's illegal, right? I mean, he
Yeah.
basically
It's not.
kicked the
It's not.
ball. Like,
It's not his foot. It's not his foot. It's his leg. So technically, it's like he's trying to get himself together. He's coming down from flying out the air. So that's kind of plays a part. But
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, he could
but
argue it that way. I wonder if they had
yeah,
challenged though, what would have happened? Like, I wonder if
I don't know.
they would have
Cause it,
called it a
cause it hit his,
kickball.
cause it came off his arms first and then went down to his
Did
leg.
it?
Yeah, it hit his arm because he touched it. He did try to
Yeah,
get
yeah,
it.
yeah. But he still kicked it. I mean,
Yeah,
he did that on purpose. We all know
yeah,
that.
yeah. We all know that.
Maybe it
Yeah,
wasn't with his foot. It was kind of like with the side of his ankle. Like I said, hacky
yeah.
sack style. Man, I think
It was
they
crazy.
probably should have challenged. I don't think they might not have had any left, but they
Yeah,
might have gotten that.
yeah. They would have got it if they would have did it.
Yeah, I was glad that they I mean, I was glad that they kicked Wemby out of the game. I mean, they should have. What he did, you can't do that.
Yeah,
Nas Reed was about to go tear him apart, but he had his teammates helping. cooler heads prevail. And
Yeah.
then the refs did the right thing. I mean, you got to kick the guy out of the game for that.
Yeah.
It was super funny. When they called the flagrant 2, he's like talking to his who he's talking to, Harrison Barnes. Like, what's that mean? And you could read his lips. What's that mean? I got ejected.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, when I seen him do it, I seen everybody in the background. All I seen was Hopper saying, he made a face like, why did you hit him? Like
Yeah, yeah.
his
That
emotions are
was a
so you
great
can tell.
face.
Yeah, I was like, wow. I said, yeah, you can tell everybody else is
Yeah,
upset with that one. Like, no, he wasn't supposed to do that. Now you're gonna have to go sit out.
yeah. He is their best player.
Yeah. It's gonna be interesting when they play next game though, because he's gonna have no choice but to, play he's gonna have
I
to play
think
correctly.
my feeling, Doug, is the Spurs got this one. I think that, they just showed so much resolve there without Wimby and, almost winning that game. I
Hmm.
think, with Wimby, I think they got him. They are young. That's a dumb young team, young
Yeah.
player type mistake,
Yeah.
but it's just one game. They still have a home court advantage, and I think they're going to pull this one out. That
Yeah.
that that kind of, you know, them being so close kind of gave me that feeling. I mean, good job by the T-Wolves though to get it done, but
Take advantage
it
of
was
it
a
too.
close one.
Yep.
Ant-Man really took over too. He was awesome. They interviewed him after the game, and and there's like this whole time. There's this thing on the broadcast where they're like, "Oh, hold on, Ant has to do something. He'll be right here. He'll be right here at the minute." And they
Yeah.
have a camera on Ant, and he's going over to like the sideline, and he's got like the phone call. He's like, call me, okay." Ant was lining up his booty call before the interview.
I don't think it was no booty call. I think he was telling his family member call somebody. I think it was a family member. I
Sure.
think it was a
Right.
family member.
Sure.
He
Yeah.
said call.
Okay.
He said
Sure.
call somebody. He didn't say call him. He said call somebody. I don't think it
No,
was no booty call.
no. He said, "Call me, man." I bet he was looking at some super hot chick in the hands.
They would have. I think they would have showed that though. I think they would have showed that if it was a female. I think they would have
Oh,
seen that.
yeah. Yeah, they should have. I wanted to see who he was talking to. All
Oh
right.
man, yeah.
Well, I mean, when you got what, 5, 6, 7 baby mamas, what's one more? Why? No. Just-
Hey, I'm not in it.
Use a rubber hand, all right? Use a rubber. Okay, that's my PSA today for the NBA. Use a prophylactic. Doug, I think so we did a bunch of our awards picks at the beginning of the year, and we picked just about everything, but we didn't pick all the all NBA teams, the all teams, the all
Uh-huh.
defense, the all NBA, the all rookie, and they still haven't announced those. So I think we probably should get our picks in before the NBA announces them. It's going to be anytime soon.
Right.
Yeah. So you ready on this one?
Yeah, yeah. I'm ready.
All right. All right. I'll go first. All right. So for all NBA, I got, of course, my boy Luca, Wemby, Jokic, SGA, and I got to put that fifth pick D Mitch in there too. That's my first team. All right. Wow. Who you got on your first?
All right. So my first team, I got similar players. We probably got one different, only one. So I got Shea, Luca, Joker. I got Wemby, but I got Kate Cunningham as my number as the other one.
You know, Cade's probably the appropriate choice. Yeah. I think.
Because he had the number one team. So I mean that's the
Yeah,
only reason
man.
why I said it,
Totally.
because it was him and Shea both number one teams in the East and West. So
You know
they
what?
had to get
I
the number
wrote
one.
these in pencil, and I'm going to just switch it over. All right.
That you got it good.
You're right, man. Cade deserves that. D Mitch is awesome. I love D Mitch.
Yeah,
Amazing 3-point shooter too. A little more efficient than Cade, but Cade, wow, can just do it all. Just the way he runs that team is
yeah,
steady, and just plays defense too. He
exactly.
deserves to
Yeah,
be there. Definitely.
yeah.
All right, so I'll throw out my second team. I got now D Mitch. Put Maxey in there. I'm gonna put Jamal Murray up there. if you look at his numbers this season, he was really good. Denver got a third seed, so I think Jamal Murray deserves it. Then Jalen Brunson, man, uh, he's another guy who runs that team. He's kind of like a Kate Cunningham, just 6 inches shorter. And then Jalen Brown. Of course, a lot of people would have Jalen Brown kind of on that first team squad. I think there's a lot of numbers I think that show that like the team does almost as well when he's not there. But he's a great, just relentless player and plays defense as well. So he's on my second team. Who you got, Doug?
All right, on my second team, I got Donovan Mitchell. I got Jalen Brunson, and then I
Same,
got
same,
Jalen Brown, and then I
same,
got
same.
Kawhi and
You
Jalen
got
Duran.
Kawhi, yeah,
Yeah,
and Duran.
yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I got to admit to America that since it is May 11th, I could make a few adjustments to my all NBA teams that maybe the people, the real voters, couldn't quite make. And Jalen Duran, newsflash, he did not make my all NBA all NBA team. The way he's played in the playoffs, man,
Yeah,
he just looks to me like another role
but
player.
you can't do the playoffs. You can't do the playoffs. You got to use the regular season. It's the regular season rules
I
only.
know I'm definitely cheating. I'm definitely cheating here.
You
But
put constant nipple on here.
poor Khan, man, he got royally screwed by that delay in voting. Yeah. Well, also he could have maybe showed up for a play-in game. That would
Yeah,
have helped.
yeah.
So yeah, I'm a cheater. What can I say? And here's my. Sorry, who was? Did you have your fifth player? No, you did. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, I had all of them. Yeah,
yeah. You got Kawhi and Duran. Okay,
yep, yep.
so I kicked Kawhi down to the third team. I was trying to kick him off the team entirely. Why? Just because I just feel like he's a guy that you just can't count on to play, and all those issues. But yeah, he's like what, top 5 scorer in the league, super efficient. So I couldn't really take him off entirely. So then, man, these are some tough ones. Okay, I got Denny Avdia in there, Jalen Johnson. Okay, so that's 3, and then my last 2. Okay, so these are tough. So all right, I'm gonna pick LaMelo Ball, man. Hell yeah, LaMelo, just why? I know his efficiency numbers suck, but second most threes in the league, and he runs the squad, man. I mean, like like his ability to get to the hole, his dynamicism. He led the Hornets to pretty good record, almost getting into the playoffs, and so I'm gonna send him some flowers and put him on his first All NBA team. And then for my last pick, I really, really want to get Stephen Castle in here, but he only scored 16 points a game. So sorry. He's a really good defender too, but sorry. I'm gonna put Pascal Siakam in there. I think Pascal's an underrated player and big scorer. And I know the Pacers did crap, but my guess is that was not his fault. So Pascal Siakam will take my last pick spot. Who you got, Doug, on your third team?
All right, for my third team, I had Jamal Murray, and then I had Maxey, I had Katie, and then I had Johnson from Atlanta, and then for the big, I had shit.
No Mello, Doug.
I know, and
Man,
it
the
was just
Hornets
it was just
fans
a
are all
guard.
crying.
Hey, it was just the guard that really improved too, and it was just hard to pick them. Like I wanted to, but I feel like they're not going to give it to him. I feel like they won't give it to him just on this one. So I, if he does get it, I will be happy
Doug, these
for him.
are your picks, Doug. These are
I
not who's
understand.
going to get picked.
I
It's your
understand, but
picks.
you gotta look at the stats, man. I mean, Maxey and Murray both, like you said, they had good seasons. I mean, they had both good seasons too, compared to him and Melo. You know, Melo had a couple of games, but Murray had a couple of 50-point games, and was shooting a lot of threes also too. I mean, even though not Curry, even though LaMelo had number 2 most threes. So I mean, but it was a couple of games that Murray he had to because Joker was out and he was leading the team.
Yeah, Murray definitely deserves it, and of course you got Durant on there, and he ain't on my squad. Mister talk shit about my teammates on the socials and get caught. No, you didn't make it, Mister. Didn't show up in the playoffs.
There you go,
Literally.
holding playoffs.
Yeah, yeah. That's a little bit of my cheating too. So sorry, Durant. Put in Pascal Siakam in there and LaMelo Ball, and maybe have a team win, buddy.
Yeah,
You're one of the
yeah.
best players ever.
The
Translated to
best scores
yeah,
ever.
best scorers ever. Uh, okay, so that's our all NBAs. Let's move on to all defense. I'll let you start this time, and we could switch off like we did.
For defense, this one's going to be kind of hard, with those because it's a lot of defensive players. I give Shea on the first team, and then I give
Shea, yeah, he is good, man. He's got great numbers too,
yeah,
and he was a tough cut for mine, but he probably deserves it.
yeah, and then Wimby's on there, and then I would say I would give both of the twins, both of the Thompson twins, first team.
Oh, really? Both of them?
Yeah,
Okay.
both. I can give both of them. I would say, I mean, if it's not both, it would be Amir would be on second team, and then A-Man would be on first team.
Osir
Oh,
is the
sir.
guy on the Pistons.
The
Yeah.
Pistons, yeah,
Wh-
I would have him on the second team if he didn't come down for both of them on there. But
And you'd have Amen, who's on the Rockets. You'd
Rockets
have him
on
on.
first team,
Oh yeah, because
yeah.
Osir is the one who got the Defensive Player of the Year. He got third place in that voting.
But that was from Detroit.
Yeah, the Pistons guy.
Oh,
Yeah,
really? Okay.
yeah. And I think he has played. He's amazing. He's been amazing in these playoffs, and I
Hmm.
think he has been playing better than his brother.
Yeah, on defense. Yeah,
I actually,
he definitely is more defensive player compared to his brother. His brother's more of an offensive player.
yeah, I think that's true. I
They
think
both do
I mean
play
his
good
book.
defense.
Yeah, for sure. Amen's awesome too, but he didn't make my team. I was going to put him there, but I think there's some other good candidates. Okay, so you got
I
Wemby, the
got you.
Thompson twins, SGA. Uh,
Yep.
what about let's see, there's Chet or uh,
Yeah, Chet. I would. Yeah, Chet would be on the first team too. Put him on there.
all right, and then
That's TV.
for me, I got Wemby, Castle, Sir Thompson. I think Castle's just ability to like guard power forwards, like he's guarding Julius Randle. Like wow,
Hmm.
he
Yeah, he definitely
guarded
was on him.
Kevin Durant during the season.
Hmm.
Yeah. Then I got Scotty Barnes. Scotty Barnes impressed me in that Raptors series. Man, he's
Yeah.
just so tall and like long.
Hmm.
Mm. And I put Ananobi in there as well in my first team. And on my second team, I got Chet. I'm gonna put Gobert in there. I just again cheating a little bit the way he's guarding Jokic and Wemby really impressed me. I'm gonna get Kason Wallace in there. We got to get another Thunder guy. I think SGA is also like a good candidate, like you were saying. But Wallace is the guy who usually gets those tougher defensive assignments. I think he's even maybe taken over Dort's role a little bit for the at least for the against the smaller players. And then for my fifth pick, it's kind of tough. I think there's some good candidates. There's Jaden McDaniels, super tall, lanky. He competes. There's Matisse Thybulle. You remember him? He
Oh yeah, for
over
Portland.
in with the
Yeah,
Portland
yeah.
Trailblazers. He's just another like man. I just would hate to play against this guy. Like just
Hmm.
so
He plays good
so
defense.
long, like a
Yeah.
spider. Yeah, he's awesome. But I think for my fifth spot, as this may I don't know. Might not be the analytics pick, but I'm gonna go with Dylan Brooks, man. Yeah, Dylan Brooks just a dog. He's just dogging people all the time, and
Hmm.
just so much energy. And I'm gonna have that pay off with a pick on my second team. Yeah. How about you, Doug?
And I was surprised that you was gonna pick him because that I picked him too. I picked Brooks too.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. Brooks was on the second team, and McDaniel's was another one. I really had Dort as you know for the other OKC guy, and then for my Durant for you Detroit, he played real good
Oh, yes.
defense. And then my last one, I mean, it's up in the air. I mean, it's a lot of good defenders that was out there, but I put Castle. Castle was the other one. He's going to be on the
Nice.
second team
Yeah.
for me.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, we both got him
yeah.
on our teams. Okay, and then last but not least, all rookie, of course, got our guy Con Knipple,
Hmm.
and then Cooper Flag as well,
Yep,
Edgecombe,
yep,
Dylan Harper,
yep.
and for the fifth spot was tough. I'm gonna go with Cedric Coward. I think he played pretty well for the Grizzlies. Uh,
Okay.
yeah,
Well, me and you both had everybody except for the last person. I had I had the power forward from Toronto, Collins. I had him as the
Murray Bullis. Yeah,
yeah,
he's a good
yeah.
choice, man.
I had him.
He really showed up in the playoffs too.
Yep.
Wait, is that a playoff pick? Huh? Let's see here.
Nah. He was no. It was regular season. I scoped him out because I noticed that he went to school at South Carolina, and I was like, he played power forward. I remember seeing his game one time, and I was like, he playing power forward, but he's small, but he rebounds. So I noticed that. So like once I seen him going to Toronto, I was like, why did Toronto get him? They already have a big already, but they got him coming off the bench. So I was like, okay. And then I paid attention to his game and I noticed I was like, okay, so yeah, he's doing what I expected him to do, which was be their rebounder, coming off the bench and scoring at the same time. So he's been doing it and everything. The last guy that you had said from Memphis, I had him on the second team, leading the second team off. I had him on the second team.
Who else you got on the second team?
The second team also had, let me go ahead and go back to which was I had Fears from the Pelicans. And then also had Queens from the Pelicans and Ace Bailey, and then the center Ware from Miami.
Ooh, Khalil Ware.
Yeah.
Man, that's a good pick. Yeah, that's a good pick. All right. Sorry, Khalil Ware. I forgot about you. Here's my picks. Colin Murray Boyles, as we discussed. Yeah, we'll put Fears on there and Derek Queen, same. And then for my last two picks, I'm gonna go for with little home cooking and get Trey Johnson some love from my Wizards. He he had one of the better 3-point shooting percentages of the rookies.
Yeah.
So that's my justification. And then I want to get our boy from Charlotte, Ryan Kalkbrenner, on there. You know, this guy was like 4-time defensive player of his conference.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I
yeah,
definitely
and
looked
he
that up when they came to Charlotte. I was like, who is this guy? Like I had to look him up. I
yeah
had to. And I seen that. I was like, oh, he plays defense. Okay. And he
yeah
rebounds.
he's
He
actually
definitely rebounds.
yeah he's actually pretty good. So and good on the Pelicans for getting Derek Queen.
Yeah.
You know they lost that draft pick to Atlanta,
Hmm.
but it only turned out to be an eighth pick. So
Yeah.
didn't kill him as hard as like the Pacers. The Pacers are the big losers of yesterday.
Oh, I just can't believe it. I still can't
I
believe it.
feel bad for them too. They were just so fun to watch last season, especially in the playoffs. Man, just like get in would have been great for them. Have any pick, shoot.
Yeah. To have
But
any
you
pick,
know they'll be
right?
back. They'll be back next year still, and they can still be strong.
Or they might get something in the off season. Might get a player. They're gonna have to do something, or either they might get into a trade, but they might try to do a high pick, like not a top
Do
pick,
they
but
have
like
to do something? I mean, they basically are returning, except for their center, but now they got they got Zubac.
uh
They're basically returning the team that went to the NBA Finals,
except for one
right?
person. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
just the center. Zubac can't quite shoot threes like the guy they used to have, but
Miles Turner.
yeah, like Miles Turner. But well, at least he used to have some game. I don't.
Zubac still got it. I mean, he really started blooming more like this year. That's why they made that trade, because they knew they could get value out of them. So so the Clippers did the right thing, trading them and getting that pick back in return.
That worked out well, man. Those ping pong balls. They put some,
They're something else. They are magical.
yeah, they put some magic into them. It's all the trees they planted. It's good
Yeah,
karma
yeah,
for all them trees. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Now they got to get rid of their trees. Now they got to get rid of them trees to save them some money.
All right. All right, Doug. Well, that was a good pod, man. And America, we'll see you into the week probably. All right.
All
Enjoy
right,
watching the
see ya.
NBA.
Oh
It's
yeah.
been fun.